Now, did you get a look at the man who assaulted you?
I did.
Okay, can I get a description?
Yeah, he was probably around 5'9", 5'10".
You know what, it's fine. I have a preliminary sketch here. Is this the man who assaulted you?
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Stop shoving cotton buds or Q-tips in your ears. I'm not going to say any more than that, but my God, there's been so many recently. It's driven me absolutely up the wall. Now, it doesn't normally bother me, but I've seen so many this time, this week. Almost like 4 or 5 every day who've thought, it's a good idea to shove something in your ear, isn't it? It's not. I don't know why. What goes through your mind when you're thinking, let me fix this. Let me try and get this out by pushing something in. Where's the logic in that? I don't know. And do you know what? If I had any air, I'd probably be tearing it out. But I haven't. Well, I have. It's just not on my head, and I'm not going to tear that out. That would. Oh, don't go there. Anyway. So this chap, and he fully admitted to doing it. How can you not admit to doing it when you see something like this? And he'd been doing it for years and years and years and years, and he'd never had them cleared out. Now you can see, it's really difficult to get ones like this out. This is another reason why it frustrates me, because it just makes our job incredibly difficult. I think I put some oil in there. You can see all the hairs that are matted and embedded in this. It's classic cotton bud use, but it's been wedged into a gap that it's not supposed to fit into, and that's why it's proving very difficult to remove. Now, my plan was to try and separate it from the sides and loosen it a little bit so I could get a little hook inside there. I did have a go later on. You'll see why it didn't work, because there are no gaps. But it was worth a go. But it did work in the end, getting the, spoiler alert, getting the hook in. But what I had to do first, I figured it out halfway through, was needed to rotate this round. And this was, there's more behind this than you realise when you can see it at this point. And you'll see at one point I lifted it up and there's a really thick blanket of dead skin underneath it. But it's really difficult to get a grip of. You know, the oil sometimes, as you can see there, is affecting the visibility somewhat. I've managed to move it a little bit, but it's just trapped. It's trapped and lodged and wedged and any other word you can think of to describe that. No, it's not coming out easily. Right, what else have I got to tell you about today? Quite a lot, actually. First and foremost, I will give a shout out to today's subscriber of the day, and it's a special one today. And I think it's much needed as well. Now, the subscriber of the day today is Terry Bourne. Now, Terry reached out to me, and it's normally random subscriber of the day. I just look through who's got the most recent one, but I saved your message because it stood out to me. And I just want to reach out to you and ask you if you're okay, because Terry's been through a terrible time. I believe she's coming to see me as well soon, so I can have a look at your eyes. I'm very much looking forward to meeting you, Terry. And she reached out to me because she'd had a terrible time. She's having some health issues, I think it would be fair to say, not just her ears, and I wish you well with your recovery there, Terry. But not only that, here's where I'm trying with the hook, by the way, unsuccessfully. I managed to lift it up a little bit. Anyway, not only that, really sadly, her dog lost its life not too long ago. I believe it was attacked by another dog, an XL bully. And she said it's off the lead, no muzzle. And I think they're actually banned in this country, aren't they, from owning them, because this does happen a lot, unfortunately. So if you leave us a comment, Terry, I want everybody else just to send you some love and just leave Terry a comment and just check in with her and just make sure she's okay and make her feel like she's not on her own, because I know she's struggling with all this, because her dog helped her through a lot of things, helped her through the loss of, I think it was your mother and your brother, which is so sad to hear. But do wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you soon. But please send Terry some love in the comments down below. Anyway, back to this ear, which doesn't really seem important now, does it, when you hear stuff like that? But life must go on. Anyway, so it doesn't appear as though I'm getting anywhere with this ear, and at the moment I'm not really. But you will see at some point it will just lift up at the bottom, and that's the key to it all there. So it's just a lot of oil and a lot of persistence, and we do get there in the end. Yeah, dog. What would we do without dogs? I'm a dog lover, always have been. In fact, I'll tell you about mine. My first dog we got was a golden retriever. She's an absolute lunatic. He was. A lot of them are. And like many people in the UK, we fell for them because of the Andrex adverts. I don't know if you in the UK of a certain age you'll remember that. And why it became famous for that, it's really bizarre this, because Andrex is a type of toilet tissue, and for some reason they decided to use a lot of golden retriever puppies to to advertise this toilet tissue. And whenever anyone got a golden retriever puppy, oh, you've got an Andrex puppy. It's very clever marketing, really. It's very good. But yeah, he was just food obsessed, as I know a lot of. I know I'm not telling you much about this here. What can I tell you? I'm having a wrestle with it, as you can see. Very food obsessed, and he did get up to some fair amount of shenanigans. He did. He was called Benji, very originally, I think, after that film. And I think the daftest thing, he ate a whole frozen Black Forest Gateau once. He wasn't very well after that. Probably the daftest thing he did was he ate a bin. Should I say a bin liner? Because he was clearly trying to get to the food in it. Couldn't figure out how to open the bin liner, like most dogs can't, opposable thumbs and all that. And so he just decided, well, I'll just eat the entire bin. So he ate the entire bin liner with its contents inside it, which I think was mostly just food. I think he was after a lasagna, of what was left of it anyway. And he wasn't poorly, but we noticed the next, within about six to 8 hours, he was struggling, squatting in the garden, and we noticed this bin liner was sticking out there. And so my dad, bless him, he had to go and grab the bin liner and literally pull it like this all the way out of it. I think he felt relieved after that as well. Here, this comes with a hook, as I was telling you before. Then after that, I had a Tibetan Terrier, and we got that Tibetan Terrier. What was he called? It's called Jasper. We got that dog because of, you Aussies will know, if you remember Bob the dog, Toadie's dog from, I think it was Toadie's dog from Neighbours, the famous Australian soap opera. Look at this, doesn't it look like a beetle or something? It's not. But yeah, we loved the look of that dog, Bob the dog, so we got one of them. Didn't realise until we got it that whether it's just ours or not, or all of them, but yeah, a bit of a nasty temperament. Wasn't a very nice dog. It looked lovely. It just wasn't very nice. And now we've got 2 cockapoos, which I know you've seen in the video prior to this, who are lovable idiots. Characters, let's put it that way. So yeah, man's best friend and woman's best friend too. What would we do without them? I actually prefer cats. They're a bit more independent. They've got a bit more of their own mind, haven't they? If they don't want to do something, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to sit here all day and yeah, you just feed me. And if I don't want to live here, I won't. I've had a few cats do that. Just decide that I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to live with Doris up there because she gives me fresh chicken every time I sit at the door. Anyway, I've waffled on about nothing to do with this ear, but it's an ear. You saw me having a bit of a battle with it, and we chatted about some other stuff. Oh, and lastly, I went, you might have seen this in a community post, I went to see Ricky Gervais last night, his comedy show, Mortality. I can't tell you anything about it, because as ever with Ricky, totally inappropriate. Andy's asked nobody to share any of the material that he used. I think a lot of it in there he said, oh, this definitely won't make the special, I can't use that, Netflix wouldn't like it. But I do recommend when it does come out on Netflix, as it will, go and watch it. I don't think we're in the one that will be used for that, It was quite a small, intimate gig. This just a smaller crowd, not a massive theatre. But go and check it out. It was funny. And some good belly laughs. It's very inappropriate, but it's very funny. But no, I can't tell you any of his jokes. I'll have to stick to dad jokes, of which I know I've not done any. I'll do some in the next video, I promise. Anyway, finally got that out. A very relieved gentleman. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care of yourself. Terry, take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Don't forget to send us some love in the comments. But for now, I'll see you later. Ta-da.